Haribo to all my brothers and my sisters of the signs of Capricorn. Welcome to this yearly horoscope for 2023, where we're going to be talking about the major astrological aspects of this year. How is it going to be affecting you, my beautiful Capricorn? And what can you expect and how can you maximize the energies of this upcoming year? Now, remember that this is for anybody who has a moon in Capricorn or ascendant Capricorn in the Vedic astrological sidereal placements. So make sure that those are your accurate placements. And also, at the end of this video, we're going to be doing an extended horoscope where we're going to be pulling cards for each individual month of 2023 so that we're able to see how this year is going to be panning out for you in detail. If you would like to see the extended horoscope, all you have to do is become a Patreon by finding the link here below. You can find my Patreon, and for only $4 a month, you're going to be able to not only watch the extended yearly horoscope, but you can also end up watching all the other exclusive content that I have for my Patreons. Alrighty, my beautiful Capricorn, let's see how this 2023 is going to be panning out for you. Alrighty, my beautiful Capricorn. So before we get started with 2023, I like to touch a little bit on 2022 so that we can recap so that we go forward into 2023. Now, I'm going to pull your chart here so that you're able to follow along with me of all the energy that is happening. Now, this is a chart that has the sidereal and Vedic calculations for you, and here you are, Capricorn. So, 2022 was a year of a lot of growing up to do, a lot of maturity happen in your life. Why? Because we've been having Saturn, which is the planet that rules you, in the sign of Capricorn since the end of 2020. And this, if you're somebody who's younger than 35 years old, this could have felt like, okay, I'm no longer a kid. I need to become an adult. Time to grow up. Time to, be mature and to take on the responsibility that I need to take and say bye-bye to my childhood, bye-bye to my teenage years, bye-bye to my 20s. So that was one part of it. If you're younger than this, you also felt a lot of responsibility coming on your shoulders and you had to grow up really fast. Now, if it's older than 35, then you could be feeling your age where you're like, oh my God, I'm getting older, midlife crisis type of thing. These are the things that could have shown you. However, here, what Saturn was doing is that Saturn was shaping a new identity for you, a new identity that you're going to be having for the next upcoming 30 years to come. So you are maturing and blooming, and Saturn is chiseling and polishing you into a new self, into a new identity that is more solid, that is more real, that is more authentic, and an identity that you are going to be taking and using for the next upcoming 30 years to come. Very important time. Now, we also had Jupiter transiting your second house of money. This could have brought you more abundance during this upcoming 2 years. This could have brought you more prosperity this past 2 years. This could have brought you more abundance and prosperity more than anything, and expanded your self-esteem, expanded your confidence in yourself, and you also maybe made some really big purchases during this past year. Nonetheless, there was a lot of blessings in your ability to make money and the assets that you gained. Now, another major focus that we were having in the year of 2022 is that Rahu is in the placement of Aries, and this is your fourth house of the home. So there's been a major focus on home life, on family life. Maybe this is a time where you decided to move out, relocate, renovate, change things around the house. Maybe you decided to make a new nest, but something is pulling you towards deepening your roots, finding that place where you truly belong, creating a better family values within you, and to really align yourself with the right energies. And so this is a very powerful energy. And if you work from home, or if you work with agriculture, or you work with real estate, or you work with restaurant businesses or catering businesses, or anything where you nurture somebody, this is going to be very profitable for you, and it's definitely going to bring a lot of abundance. For those of you who also work from home, is going to be very, very good. Make sure that you take care of the home life matters. This is a time where life is really focusing you on the home life before you keep moving forward into your career. Especially since we had, sorry about that, especially since we had the eclipse in October that really sort of discombobulated your career a little bit, where you are creating a more authentic career for yourself. But before you do this, you have to deepen your roots, and you have to know where is it that you really belong, your family, your home life. Like, this is where the true happiness really lies. And if you have this very set, then you can really grow higher and you can really go into all those ambitions that you may have. So now let's talk about 2023. 2023, we finally have, well, first and foremost, we start the year with Mars retrograding. Mars is going to be retrograding, and Mars has been sitting in your fifth house since October of 2022. So this has been, and it's going to be there until March of 2023. And this is about you reevaluating how you're exerting your energy with your children, how you're exerting your energy with your creative endeavors, and how you're exerting your energy in romance. Regardless of what you are, if either you are doing anything about romance or you're not doing anything about romance, here Mars wants you to re-strategize the way that you put your energy into these aspects of your life to create a better relationship with your children, but also to create a better relationship with your creativity. Maybe some are coming back to understanding what fun is. Maybe we've been so focused on career that we totally forgot about our passions, our hobbies, the things that we love doing, allowing our heart, allowing the inner child to come out. So this is something that is being reevaluating. And also, more than anything, reevaluating how you distribute your will. What do you will into life? What is it that you're trying to will? Or how are you channeling your will to create the things that you really want to create in your life? So all of these things have been healing for you with Mars here in the fifth house at the beginning of the year. And then we're also going to be having at the beginning of the year in January, we're going to have Mercury retrograding. And Mercury is going to be retrograding in your 12th house. This is going to bring up a lot of things from your subconscious. You could be getting very, very powerful dreams at this time. And there is something of your subconscious that is ready to be let go of. This is a wonderful time to have any sort of counseling, therapy, past life regression, family, what is it called of that? What's the name of that? Any sort of regressions or any sort of therapies can really help you in releasing any subconscious patterns that you no longer need. And this is also helping you to listen more carefully, and to really analyze those things that must be let go of so that you're able to really progress. Now, for the month of March, we're going to be having some wonderful energies as well. In the month of March, we are having Jupiter. Well, in January, Saturn is going to be changing signs. But in March, we're also going to have Neptune changing signs. So let's see here. Just going to put your info. Okay, so we are having Saturn, your planet, finally moving from your sign to Aquarius. And this is also huge for people who have moon in Capricorn, because you've been going through your Sati Sati, not easy time, very difficult time, and you're like at the end of your Sati Sati. Sati Sati lasts 7 years, which is when Saturn is transiting in the house before your moon sign, on your moon sign, and after your moon sign. So right now is at the end of the Sati Sati. So a lot of my Capricorn moons are going to feel a breath of fresh air. A relief is going to happen in your lives. And Saturn now it's going to be going into your second house of money. So this is a time where if you do the work, if you take care of your family, if you really do the hard work, you can create some amazing abundance for yourself. This is not the time for easy come, easy go money or getting rich quick schemes. No, this is a time to put the energy and the work. And if you are investing into things that are long lasting, investing into things that actually are going to be profitable for you in the long term. So if you decide to do like a boring investment that you're not going to see the fruits of that until you're 25 years or so from now, great. Saturn is really going to reward you for these things. Also, watch out for eating too much. This is a time for you to fix the way that you eat. If you overeat, this is a time for you to eat less. And also, this is the house of the voice. And so you have to also be very cautious of how you speak about yourself and others. If you're cursing, these things are going to come back to you. If you are using your words for gossiping, this is going to come back to you. Saturn is really going to bring a lot of karmic energy if we're not using our word properly, especially our integrity. So if you say you're going to do something, then you do it. But if you say you're going to do something and then you don't do it, you're going to be getting the whip of Saturn here, bringing you some karmic repercussions. So be very, very integral, have your integrity intact. Understand that the power of your word, understand that your word, when you give your word, is very valuable. And also be very cautious with your money. Not the time to be spending like crazy, time to be investing long term, time to create abundance and prosperity that is solid, that is long lasting, that is for real. So Saturn here is really going to help you out with all those things. So very beneficial. Now it's going to come with a lot of hard work. I'm not saying it's just going to come to you very easily. It's going to come with a lot of hard work. If you're misusing your money, then Saturn is also going to start taking away your money. And then the best thing about it, one of my favorite things about this situation, is that it's also going to help you strengthen your confidence in yourself. So if there's been some sort of weak self-esteem, weak confidence, through the power of integrity and understanding that your word is so valuable, that is how you're going to boost your self-esteem and boost your confidence. If you've been living a very debilitated life with a lot of insecurities and a lot of self-defeating ideas and words towards yourself, Saturn here is really going to emphasize that, so that it helps you gain more of a sense of self-worth and self-esteem. Very powerful time. We're also going to be having Neptune changing signs. Oh wait, this is still in February, so let's go to March. In March, Neptune is going to be changing signs, and this again is huge. So what is happening here is that, boom, we have Neptune changing signs to Pisces. And Neptune has been in the sign of Aquarius for like literally 17 years or so. It's been a very long transit that hasn't allowed you to really see how valuable you are, Capricorn. When Neptune goes into the second house of self-worth, we can't see how valuable we truly are. We can't see how valuable our skills are. Money like slips through our fingers. Money comes like magic and money disappears like magic. And if you're trying to have a very practical way of making money, this could have caused a lot of issues. But if you do more of trying to make money through creative endeavors, trying to make money through healing, trying to make money through counseling, then this is a very good aspect. However, Neptune here is going to obscure your money life, your money situation, and you may not even see how valuable and worth it you are. So it's been a hard transit. So thank Krishna that finally Neptune has left your second house of money, and now you can finally start seeing clearly how valuable you truly, truly are, how you're not going to give your power away or give your talent away so cheaply. And you know, you're going to really see your confidence. So I'm so excited because right after that, Saturn is really going to solidify it for you. So Neptune entering into Pisces, first and foremost, our psychic abilities and our spirituality is going to be more enhanced. There's going to be a lot of energy of wanting to be in spiritual practices. And Neptune here is going to make it very, very strong because Neptune rules the energy of Pisces. Now, when Neptune goes into the third house, Neptune is going to allow for you to be able to express things that are very difficult to express. So let's say channeling mystical information. You are going to be able to actually channel this either through poetry, through writing, through your voice. So it's going to become very enchanting. The way that you express yourself is going to become very enchanting. And it's also a time for you to have good quality thoughts, making sure that you use affirmations of positivity, affirmations that are sweet. Visualization is going to be so powerful for you during this time. And also your mind wants to learn more sort of psychic and mystical topics. You could also be writing about mystical topics, but your communication is going to be very felt. So when you speak, people are going to feel it from the inside, and this is going to be very powerful, especially if you work in media, if you work with writing, if you're orator, if you speak or anything like this is going to be very, very, very powerful. You can even end up becoming some sort of channel where you're channeling, messages from in a mystical way. Now, another thing that is happening until May of this year is that you're going to be having Jupiter transiting in Pisces as well. So again, this is going to bring up a lot of ability to learn new things. Your ability to communicate and the power of your word is going to be very powerful. And that's why I mentioned, don't curse, don't use your words for gossip, and, don't misuse your tongue, because you can get a lot of repercussions. But if you do use it for the right reasons, oh my goodness, Jupiter is going to bring you so much abundance. Jupiter is also going to expand your courage, your ability to take action. If you're an entrepreneur, this is a wonderful time where you can really advance in entrepreneurship skills. If you want to better your marketing abilities, this is a wonderful time to do this. If you want to get the word out there, if you're writing a book, if you're, starting a startup, if it's going to better your relationship with your siblings. A lot of good blessings, but the best thing about it is that you're going to have good quality thoughts that are positive. You're going to see the positive things of life. Your perceptions are going to become so much more positive, and there's going to be a lot of wisdom that is going to come into your mind. So very, very wonderful time. Take advantage of these things at the beginning of the year until May of this year. Then another major thing that is happening is that we're going to be having Venus retrograding in the sign of Cancer in August of 2023. When this happens, and interestingly enough, Venus also did go retrograde last year at the beginning of the year, which makes it quite interesting that she's going to go retrograde once again, because she usually does it every 2 years. But I guess we have a lot of things to learn around love and around relationships. And oh my gosh, for you it's even more strong, my beautiful Capricorn, because your Venus retrograde is going to be retrograding in your 7th house of marriage and relationships. Take a quick breather. Listen, every single time Venus retrogrades, it causes mayhem in relationships, and it causes mayhem in your money life. And yours is going to be a little bit of a double whammy in the situations with relationships, because it's going to be showing up right here. So how do we handle this? There's like some really loud airplane passing by. So okay, so how are we going to handle this? I guess, listen up. How are we going to handle this? Capricorn, be impeccable with your love life. And what I mean by this is, don't cheat. If you cheat this year, you will get caught in August of 2023. If you're double timing people, you will get caught in the month of 2023. Anything that has been repressed, anything that causes disharmony in your relationships is going to come up so much during the month of August. Be very patient. And I suggest you check out the extended horoscope I'm going to do on my Patreon, so that we're able to go a little bit deeper on what August is going to bring you. But just come from sweetness, come from love, make sure you're doing the right thing, be loyal, so that this Venus doesn't completely destroy your situation in your relationships. Now, if you are in a toxic relationship, then Venus will definitely help you get rid of that toxic relationship. If there's been a love from the past that was left, up in the air, this could be an energy that brings this lover from the past once again. If it's a time to reevaluate your commitments, it's a time to reevaluate who you commit to, it's a time to reevaluate not only love life, but also your business relationships, making sure that you have your business relationships in harmony, and that you're coming from a place of truth and honesty and fairness, so that there's nothing, obscuring your guys' path. So just, be like the watcher. Anything that comes up, just be like the watcher, be the witnesser, and understand that all of this is to help you develop your soul, okay? And Venus, yes, it will be bringing you a lot of understandings around love. If you're single, then it's going to bring you a lot of understandings about love to revive your love life and to really help you get into alignment with the love life that you really need to be in. Very, very powerful, powerful time. So, yes. Then by the end of the year, we're going to be having Rahu changing signs. So, right on December, on the last month of the year, we're going to have Rahu changing signs. So, from the beginning, most of the year until December, a lot of focus on the home life still, grounding yourself, home life, family. Very important time for you to really put attention to these things because you will be rewarded if you do this. And it's also a time to make nests, to make your home nice. Maybe it's a time to get a new car. Maybe it's a time to fix your car. It's a time where life wants you to take care of your home matters and your family matters. So if you work from home, it's going to be beneficial. If you work with real estate, it's going to be beneficial. If you work with agriculture and food, it's going to be beneficial. Now, by December, Rahu is going to be going into your third house. This is a very amazing placement for you. Rahu loves the third house. So this is actually going to be very auspicious for you. It's going to, the startup that you were doing or the entrepreneurship that you were doing or the growth that you've been doing in your courage, in your efforts, in your communication, in the way that you speak is all going to really come to the surface when Rahu comes here. It's going to help you advance in your career. And there's going to be a little bit of a self-made energy. Like I'm going to, make myself what I want to make. And so the effort that you're going to put is definitely going to be very strong and you're going to have so much courage. Nothing is going to scare you. You're also going to have the wisdom that you need to keep moving forward. And this is when, if for anybody who's a messenger, for anybody who writes, for anybody who orates, or anybody who uses communication in their business, which is a lot, this is going to become even bigger. Your communication is going to be heard all over. And it's really going to advance your ability to move forward in life. Very good placement. But I guess we'll talk more about that when we get to the horoscope of 2024. So guys, my beautiful Capricorns, this is the good news that I have for you for 2023. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the extended horoscope. We're going to be pulling a card for each individual month so that we're able to really understand how this year is going to be panning out for you, my beautiful Capricorn. So in order for you to see that, just check out my link here where my Patreon is. The Patreon is only $4 a month. You'll be able to see the extended horoscope as well as all my other exclusive content for my Patreons. Alrighty, my beautiful Capricorns, love you guys so much, and I'm sending everybody so much love and blessings for